Artificial intelligence is no longer a distant concept humming quietly in research labs. It's the invisible engine already rewriting how we work, think, relate, and even see ourselves. The question is no longer, will AI change my life? But, will I be the author of that change or the subject of it? I believe mastering AI before it masters you is not a tech goal. It's a survival strategy for your future identity, income, and influence. For a long time, I treated AI like background noise, something impressive but abstract, a topic for engineers and futurists. Then I started noticing how it was slipping into everything: recommendations on what I watch, filters on what I see, tools that quietly decide if I'm qualified for opportunities, systems that can mimic human creativity faster than humans can type. I believe the most dangerous phase of any revolution is the one where most people still think nothing radical is happening. Mastering AI does not mean becoming a coder overnight. It means understanding the language of this new world well enough that you can lead in it, not get quietly replaced by it. At its core, AI is pattern recognition and prediction. Machines learning from massive amounts of data to make decisions, suggestions, or creations. I believe if you don't understand the patterns it's learning, you become one of them. Predictable, categorized, and controlled. The first step is perspective. AI is not magic. It is powerful, but it is built by people, fed by data, shaped by incentives, and limited by design. When you see it clearly, it becomes less intimidating and more usable. I believe fear shrinks when understanding grows. The more you grasp how AI works, inputs, outputs, strengths, blind spots, the less you're tempted to worship it or dismiss it. Then comes intention. You are already interacting with AI every day, whether you admit it or not. It's scanning your resume, curating your news, nudging your choices, and predicting your desires. The key question is, are you using it, or is it using you? I believe mastering AI starts with flipping that equation, moving from passive consumption to deliberate collaboration. I started by asking myself, in what parts of my life is AI already shaping outcomes? Work, creativity, relationships, health, learning. Once I saw those domains clearly, I began to ask, how can I turn each of these from a risk into an advantage? Instead of letting algorithms decide what I see, I curated my inputs. Instead of letting tools replace my effort, I use them to amplify it. I believe AI should be treated like a power tool, dangerous if you're careless, transformative if you're skillful. One of the biggest shifts is in how we think about value. If AI can write, design, code, analyze, and optimize in seconds, what remains uniquely human? To me, the answer is direction, judgment, ethics, taste, and vision. AI can generate 100 options, only you can decide which one truly aligns with your values, your brand, your mission. I believe mastering AI means refusing to surrender those decisions and instead training the machines to serve them. Practically, this means learning how to talk to AI with precision. Prompts, inputs, and instructions are the new literacy. The better you articulate what you want, tone, structure, constraints, context, the better the output you receive. I began treating every interaction with AI like a negotiation. I bring clarity, it brings speed. I bring perspective, it brings scale. I believe the people who thrive in the AI age will be those who can ask deep, sharp questions, not just those who can click generate. But there is a deeper layer: your identity in an AI-dominated world. When machines can mimic your skills, it's tempting to feel threatened, like you're being swallowed by your own tools. Here is where mastery becomes emotional and spiritual. You must decide that your worth is not tied to being faster than a machine, but to being more human than a machine. I believe your empathy, integrity, faith, intuition, and capacity for genuine connection are not just sentimental qualities. They're strategic advantages. To avoid being mastered by AI, you need boundaries. The same systems that can optimize your schedule can quietly colonize your attention. Notifications, constant suggestions, endless feeds. If you're not careful, your focus becomes algorithm property. I started carving out spaces where AI doesn't lead. Tech-free thinking time, handwritten planning, face-to-face conversations unmediated by devices. I believe sovereignty over your attention is the first frontier of true AI mastery. Then there's your work. If you're in any knowledge, creative, or leadership field, AI is coming for your workflows. That's not a threat, it's a mirror. What parts of your job are purely mechanical, repetitive, pattern-based? Those will be automated. What parts require nuance, trust, relationship, and wisdom? Those will rise in value. I believe the wise move is to intentionally shift your energy from tasks that can be automated to responsibilities that can't. So I began asking, what can I let AI handle so I can do what only I can do? Drafting, summarizing, sorting, analyzing, brainstorming variations, these became AI territory. Casting vision, making final calls, building trust with people, sensing emotional undercurrents, setting ethical lines, these remained human territory. The more I delegated smartly to AI, the more my own decision-making sharpened. I believe mastery is not about doing everything yourself. It's about orchestrating intelligently. Ethics cannot be left out of this conversation. AI is trained on human data, which means it inherits human flaws, biases, blind spots, injustices. If you treat AI as neutral, you risk amplifying those flaws. Mastery requires discernment, questioning outputs, auditing assumptions, refusing to let "because the system said so" become an acceptable answer. I believe the future will be shaped by those who insist on moral clarity in a world obsessed with technical efficiency. There's also a communal dimension. No one masters AI alone. Sharing knowledge, comparing tools, exchanging prompts, warning each other about manipulative systems. This creates a human network strong enough to face a machine-driven future. I began to see conversations about AI not as hype sessions, but as strategy meetings for survival and impact. I believe community is the firewall that keeps individuals from being quietly swallowed by black box decisions. On a deeper level, mastering AI before it masters you is about courage. It's easier to stay nostalgic, to reject new tools and cling to old methods. But nostalgia doesn't stop disruption, it just makes you unprepared for it. Courage, in this context, means stepping into unfamiliar territory with open eyes, asking hard questions, and refusing to let fear turn you passive. I believe the bravest move you can make right now is to learn the very systems that intimidate you. And then there's surrender, not to AI, but to purpose. Technology is always a tool, never a reason. If you don't have a clear why, AI will gladly give you 1,000 whats to chase. I had to decide what I'm actually building. What kind of life? What kind of legacy? What kind of impact? Once that was clear, AI became a servant of that mission, not a distraction from it. I believe purpose is the only master that should own you. Everything else, including AI, must be put in service to it. In the end, mastering AI before AI masters you is not a threat line, it's a wake-up call. It means learn enough to lead, not just enough to scroll. Use the tools, but never outsource your conscience. Automate tasks, but never automate your humanity. Let AI accelerate your work, but never allow it to define your worth. And I believe the future will not belong simply to those who have access to AI. It will belong to those who know how to aim it, question it, and contain it. To those who refuse to be reduced to data points in someone else's system, and instead become designers of systems aligned with their deepest convictions. Because if you don't decide how AI fits into your life, it will quietly decide how you fit into its world. And I believe you were never meant to be the product. You were meant to be the architect. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the Digital Mentor 777 via YouTube